Hello and welcome back. Today I wanted to look at the fourth sound font in the sound font package from Bendu Armory. This one is called Blaze. Now Blaze is a flame-inspired sound font, and this is actually the second of those that I've seen. As somebody who spins fire swords and fire sabers and things, I can appreciate the flame-inspired ones because people don't necessarily ever realize, but if you actually spin a large amount of fire, it makes a noise. There is a whoosh to it. It's like a natural smooth swing. And this sound font is designed to sort of mimic or replicate that. It's designed to be the sound of a flame blade. So when you move it with the smooth swing, you get this sort of whoosh noise. You get stronger whooshes with the accent swings when you move it very quickly. The lockup sounds like a flame being fed fuel, so it's this sort of jet noise. The blaster deflects on this are sort of whooshes or cracks. And the force effect is sort of a louder and more prolonged whoosh. So all things told, this is a solid, smooth swing flame saber effect. And this is actually kind of handy because a lot of defaults on that you'll get on sabers when you get it, or smooth swing sabers or NeoPixel sabers, one of the primary things that people use NeoPixel for is to run cool animations. And one of the more standard of those cool animations is a flame saber, which is kind of like a unstable saber, except it rises and it's got reds, oranges, and yellows, and it's designed to look like fire. So since that is such a standard feature in a lot of sabers, it's a default on a lot of things. It's nice to have a sound font that matches it. And like I said, the other one of these that I reviewed was from Kyberphonics, where they have a flame one, and that's also a very solid sound effect. But this one comes as part of the default package on the Bendu sabers. So let me walk you through it real quick. The power up. There's the board boot. Power up has sort of a spark sound to it. Here I'm running a flame animation. Okay, the smooth swing. And believe it or not, that is what fire sounds like when you spin it. Accent swings. Okay. Sort of a gust of flame. Lockup. Okay, I like how the lockup sort of dips and then builds back up again, which is a nice sort of feel to it, to that. It's more organic, more like fire. There's sort of this whip sound, though, when the lockup kicks off. I don't know that that exactly fits, but the lockup itself is pretty dang good. The blaster deflects. Okay, the blaster deflects on this are solid. The previous sound fonts that I've reviewed in this package had like machine gun or laser fire blaster deflects. This one, by just having swoosh sort of noises of things encountering the blade, I think is a more solid, more usable blaster effect. Clashes. Alright, pretty good clashes. And then let me see if I can cue the force effect again. There we go. A more prolonged whoosh. Okay, and then we get that sort of same whip effect on the power down that we also got when the lockup clicked off. And I think on the power down it's a little bit more appropriate. But all things told, Blaze is a very solid flame saber based sound font, and I like the fact that it's included because, again, that flame animation effect is something that, it's one of the primary things that NeoPixel does, is allow you to run the cool animations. If you're just using NeoPixel for a solid blade, then you might as well not. But if you're using the cool animations, it's nice to have a sound font that goes with it. Again, the structure of the package is a little bit odd because a flame font is usually one of those things that's more of a novelty that you want to show people, hey, look, I can do a fire sword. But 7 out of 10 times when you're turning on your lightsaber, you want it to be a lightsaber. So having 3 energy fonts and then a flame font being your first 4 is a little bit odd, but again, you can change that on the user end. But this has been Blaze. I think of the first 4, Blaze is probably my favorite. Arcane probably the second. Join me back next time. We'll look at the 5th. After the 5th, we start getting into things that are actually designed to be lightsabers. Every other font in this package is a lightsaber font as opposed to a novelty font. So these are going to be the more standard ones that you're going to be using more often, I think, if you're intending your saber to be a lightsaber. Join me back for that one, and I'll see you then.